Good morning, faithful Christian and Atonement's Christian. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Can you believe it? We're to the very last scripture verse of the year, of the school year. Remember, you should be reading scripture and memorizing scripture all throughout the year, even during the summer, because that's what God asks us to do. Hide His word in our heart so we might not sin against Him, right? But this is the last one you're getting graded for the school year. And you will notice it's a little bit shorter this week. It's because we want you guys to be able to concentrate on everything you have going on. End of the year gets a little crazy. We understand. Some of you guys are a little bit behind in your work. You're going to want to get caught up in that. There's not a whole lot of time to get caught up. Don't take any shortcuts, like we're going to talk about in just a minute. Make sure you do everything well and to completion. And then for you high school students, you guys have finals coming up next week, so make sure you guys are preparing for that as well. Now this verse, you'll notice on your scripture memorization sheet, it says Ecclesiastes 9:10. That's actually incorrect. I don't know if that's my fault or Mr. Jackson's fault. That's probably my fault, but I'm going to blame Mr. Jackson anyway. But it's actually Proverbs 21:5. That's the verse. Now, the two verses, both in Ecclesiastes and Proverbs, there are a few similarities, but we are actually in Proverbs 21:5. The book of Proverbs is part of the wisdom literature. Now, the book of Proverbs is pretty simple to read. Even for younger students, it's a pretty simple book to read. Some simple wisdom there. And by reading this simple wisdom, you get a general idea of what God's wisdom is like. But we don't want to simply limit God to simple wisdom, because God is very complex. And so we always have to not just look at the simple wisdom in Proverbs, we also have to look at the wisdom in Ecclesiastes and the book of Job. And when we start to take a look at all the other books that have wisdom in them, and we start to see the entire picture of God's wisdom, it's a broad and diverse aspect of wisdom that we get from God. Proverbs, though, is the simple part, simple understanding. There's 31 chapters. If you read one chapter a day, you're done in a month. So it's very easy to read, and it's very simple to understand as well. Such as this verse. This is what it says this week. Good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. Very simple, short verse. You plan well and you work hard, you're going to do well. If you procrastinate, if you're lazy, you're not going to do well. That's what this verse is talking about. And this has direct relation to our schoolwork as well. If you decide to take shortcuts all the time, another word for that is you decide to cheat. Let's say you haven't been doing your math homework, maybe you haven't been paying attention in class, maybe not taking any notes, maybe just been skimming the lesson just to get to the answers and answer some questions and get them done. That's taking a shortcut. And while it may help you in that moment, it will not help you in the long run. Because pretty soon you're going to get some new math that's probably built upon that previous math. And if you had to take a shortcut or cheat on that earlier math, you're not going to really understand that new stuff that's coming along. And then you know what you're going to want to do? You're going to want to take another shortcut. You're going to want to cheat again. And while you may get away with it once or twice, maybe a few times, the more you do it, the less likely it is that you're going to get away with it. And then you're only hurting yourself, because now you're not learning the material the way you're supposed to. And two, you're probably going to get caught and you're probably going to get in trouble. So you don't win. And as it says here, it leads to poverty. In another translation, it says it makes you extremely poor. And we're not just talking about money here. You can be poor in a lot of ways. You can have a poor spirit. You can be poor in wisdom. You can be poor in friendships. You can be poor in trust. You can be poor in credibility. There's a lot of ways that you can be poor. That means you don't have any of it. And what's the solution to that? Well, that's in the first part of the verse. It says, good planning and hard work lead to prosperity. Again, that's not just about money. It's in all aspects of your life. You need to plan well. You need to work hard. That's how you get good grades. By the way, good grades, as I've told you before, it's not about how smart you are. Good grades is about planning and effort. That's what good grades are about. That's what most of life is about. You plan well and you work hard and you will have success in life. The book of Proverbs tells us that right here. There are no shortcuts to success in life. You plan well and you work hard. It's that simple. The problem is we tend to get lazy. All right, we talked about laziness a couple weeks ago. We tend to get lazy. We shouldn't be lazy. We should work hard, plan well. That means for you high school students who have finals coming up, you shouldn't wait until Sunday night to start studying for your finals. Some of your teachers are going to give you study guides. When you get that study guide, you should probably go through that study guide. Make sure you know all the questions on it. Make sure you know all the material that's going to be on your final. And don't wait till the last minute to do it. Plan ahead. The problem with procrastination, and listen, you're looking at a master procrastinator. I know how to procrastinate. The problem with procrastination is that what if something comes up at the last minute and you're not able to take care of everything you need to take care of? It's happened to me several times in my life. I put something off, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, I've got Friday night, I'll take care of it Friday night. And then you know what? Something happens. Either an emergency happens and I have to take care of that. And you know what? The thing that I planned to do that night, now I can't do. I had plenty of time earlier. Why not just get things done early? And when you work on things early and you plan well, not only do you get everything done you need to get done, but they usually end up better than if you wait till the last minute. So don't do that, especially with finals coming up. You guys have tests that are wrapping up units, right? Don't wait to study. Don't wait to do that. Get that stuff out of the way. Plan well and work hard. And then once all the work is done, feel free to kick back and relax and do whatever you need to do. But I want all of you guys to be successful in school and in life. And the book of Proverbs here tells us exactly how to do that. Good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. Nobody wants to be poor in any part of their life. All right, it's been a fantastic year. I've enjoyed doing these videos for you guys all year long. I know Mr. Jackson has as well. And I hope you guys finish strong, finish well. It's been a great school year, and I'm just praying that God is going to bless every single one of us as we faithfully walk with Him through these last few weeks of this school year. It has been so great. You guys on the Fairfield campus, I will see you soon. You guys on the Thomas campus, hopefully I'll see you guys at some point. You guys have an awesome week. You guys have an awesome rest of the school year, and I'll see you guys real soon. God bless.